loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score.
All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Black 80. Take both of them.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Take 2 of them.
Now the fourth-year man from Utah, Devontae Booker. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 times. 4 down, check,
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 40-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Target. Check three. Easy. Bang.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Block 80! You can't block. Snickers, 66.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 58 right there. Strip that ball.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big run that time by Bell, and even 60 yards for him on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Colts' 11-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 54. Got you, son.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper? Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. They set up the screen to Booker. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Marr able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Martin. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Doug Martin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. On second down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there. Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Get it up. Get it. 36.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. To throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one. And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call. Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag? You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB. And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Like 5. 56 is the mic. It's our time. No bell. It's our time.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Booker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They're going to go. It's Booker. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
He's crashing. He's checking crap on that.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Check 37.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is Bell. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Hines. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in shorts.
It's in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check pass. Hey, switch gears.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like 80. You better bring it.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Martin. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Like 20. 56 is the mic. Check back. Take 2 of them. 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Martin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Martin. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Doug Martin, 30 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's a part now. It's a part now. Slam. Alert flare. Get up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
65.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Colin Saunders in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. They'll roll him out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Martin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Martin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, D. Big C.
They'll run with Booker. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On the carry, it's Booker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, Martin. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Let's get it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Again, it's Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Here's Bird to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on second down, Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Maurice Hurst, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.